Judges, are you ready for us to begin?
If you can start by sharing just the first screen so that we can be sure that it's working. Yeah, okay, sure. Then before we start, I'll just introduce myself and the rest of the panel. I'm working here together with the team of the judges is Rachel. Rachel is here. Just introduce, hello. Oh, they are all on mute.
Oh, of course.
Sorry, Gus, I was on mute, so I was about to wave at you. Hi, guys. I'm looking forward to your presentation.
And then Catherine.
Hi, guys.
And Paul as well.
Hi, everyone.
So we are 4 judges for this panel. The presentation, as you surely already know, it's 15 minutes. When we are to 5 minutes before ending, I will just quickly interrupt you to say that it's 5 minutes to go. And after the 15 minutes presentation, we will have a Q&A for another 10 to 15 minutes. So thank you very much, and it's all over to you. Thank you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Kwai Chi, and on behalf of Intuit QuickBooks, I produce RC Expert Daily with Harry Pill on tech, Ebba Brash on daily production and influencer management. Also with us, some of our speakers, Ariona Bakachaj from Accountancy Majors Accounts, Carl Reeder, chairman of D&T, Freddie Hewitt, founder of multiple coffee chain Stag Coffee, and Merdy Calvert, founder of Startup Help Hub, Ferrilio. For Q&A, we're joined by Jack Snelson on customer service and Tim Massey, who's also head of internal and corporate communications. Now, before COVID-19, our core mission in communications was to help power prosperity for small business owners. Our content production ground to a halt. Our small businesses were facing financial ruin. Our families were literally being ripped apart and isolated from each other. Everyday things we took for granted now seem like a luxury. Personally, I was quite ill with suspected COVID-19 for a few weeks. And like many others, I've had people I've known for decades pass away. And my daughter's also been seriously ill during this period. So, you know what, I'm not alone in this. My pain is a reflection of the pain felt by so many of our team and so many of the people out there. And we as a team wanted to advise and support our customers, small business owners, during the most uncertain time we faced in almost a century. There's been a driving force for myself and the team since day one. We decided to create a daily Ask Me Anything style show live across social media platforms to inspire, guide, and offer tips to help small businesses survive. The concept of RC Expert was born. With 5 key pillars, RC Expert started with the ambition to cover key topics under government, finance, planning, HR, well-being, and parenting themes. From concept to our first show, we launched RC Expert in just 4 days across YouTube and Facebook. We had a real fail-fast mentality and ethos: if we try, we fail, we wrap up, we look at the insights to evolve and deliver a better show on an ongoing basis. And today, I'm pleased to announce we produced our 70th show. We've rolled out the program worldwide across Intuit QuickBooks, including USA, Mexico, France, Canada, and India. And it's the first time within Intuit that an idea, concept, or execution from communications has been rolled out globally from outside of the USA. And we did it with great speed in just 4 days. We've had over 1 million organic views, over half a year of watch time, over 5 minutes average watch time per view on YouTube, and over 3,000 small business owners tune in every day. We set out 3 key areas for small business owners. 1, we wanted to connect experts to small businesses. 2, we wanted to host a fresh format that wasn't a webinar. 3, we wanted Intuit QuickBooks to be the platform of choice, regardless of where it was for our small business owners. And we wanted to deepen that engagement where we could.
For the show every week, the team has 3 accountants on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and a small business focus speaker on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Initially, it was to showcase how small businesses could pivot from COVID-19, but now it's all about how Intuit QuickBooks can help inspire, grow, and help small business owners to succeed, regardless of the market or the cultural conditions that we live with. They started out with booking speakers just a few days in advance, but now they're currently booking out through to October. Some of the speakers they've had so far are here today, including Merle, Ariona, Freddie and myself. Some other ones I've enjoyed watching and learned from are Karina Lepore, the most recent winner of The Apprentice, Jackie Fast, who was also on The Apprentice a few years ago, and Jeff Lynn, the co-founder of Cedars. There's been over 30 different speakers.
I think Freddie's muted.
Freddie, are you on mute?
You might have to unmute yourself, Freddie, I think, because you muted yourself this time.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
Hey, there
realise.
we go. No worries, mate. Start again.
Sorry about that. Some of the experts through Intuit QuickBooks PR have been featured in the press. For example, myself, I was featured in regional press about how I've pivoted my business during COVID-19 from being a coffee shop to online delivery grocery store. The team has many more people in the works to get their ambition and their name out there into the wider world. I'm very grateful for the extra publicity and support I've received. The head of Intuit QuickBooks has even offered to give me £2,000 to help my local food bank.
Experts are offered free coaching, which benefits some of the newer speakers. Am I on mute?
Yeah, you're all good.
Okay, sorry. Which benefits some of the newer speakers joining the roster. I believe some people have actually never spoken before. Personally, I've done a few speaking engagements prior to Ask the Expert, but I've never run a self-hosted Ask Me Anything style show. I welcome the additional advice the production team had to offer, and I'm looking forward to hosting my 7th show tomorrow morning. Before each show, the production team has a tech and briefing session with each expert to make sure we're all set up for success. This is where the coaching takes place. I'm told that 4 out of 10 speakers take them up on extra free coaching. After every session, they wrap up with each expert and the feedback goes both ways. They've offered advice to me where they feel I can improve, which I've found invaluable. And I've given them feedback to help them improve the show, because suggestions I have to improve the show would benefit so many of the experts coming on each day. It's obvious that from my first show to tomorrow's 7th show, the production team is not afraid to fail fast. They've tried so many things, tweaked so much that it always feels like a fresh format every time I host. It's a delight working with them, and I applaud their hard work to support small business owners across the UK. It's such an exciting format.
It really is. The format of the show is a self-hosting format. There are no slides, there's no kind of main host, and there's no panel of any sort, which means it's just the speaker talking to the camera, talking directly to the audience on the other side. And it's actually really intimate. And that's one of the things I really love about it, because it contributes to its accessibility, its authenticity, and its clear appeal to the audience. People genuinely feel they can ask anything. The questions are posted on social media, either on live feed, in private DMs, or on Twitter. All of the questions are curated expertly by Ebba and by Jack, and they're paraphrased if needed. So it's really quick for us to ask them. They're fed through with directional notes via WhatsApp, so that all I have open on my screen is Zoom and WhatsApp, and I'm good to go. Harry magically somehow takes care of all the tech, so I can really focus on what small businesses want to know and delivering the best steer and the most comprehensive answers that I can offer. The first show was hosted by my very dear biz buddy, Aaron, and it was launched in reaction to a government announcement. It was set up in just 4 days from concept to go live. From a basic ask me anything session, the production team have now developed it to something more akin to a high-end TV production. But I don't really like to equate it to a TV show because it's not a TV show. There's nothing like it on TV. It's totally interactive. It's built from ground up, and I absolutely love the format.
We have changed the branding and we've changed the look and feel across each one of the 70 shows. And in just 4 months, we have actually overhauled the look and feel twice. We have an ambition to diversify our experts' reach so that our experts are a reflection of our customer base. As the experts started out on just Facebook and on YouTube, and also with additional questions being asked on Twitter using our hashtag QBATE. And now 70 shows on, we're also across LinkedIn, LinkedIn Elevate, Instagram, and every major podcast platform, including Spotify and Apple Podcast. And as well as our daily live shows, we also have highlight videos and full-length on-demand content. And now we're actually publishing over 15 pieces of content every single day across different channels and also our online communities. And in just 4 months, we have actually managed to grow our small business Facebook group over 300%. When we have expanded Ask the Expert to new platforms, we have seen really great engagement from our audience. And looking to the future, our ambition is to engage with our audience wherever they are, rather than forcing them to be on just one platform. Whether they would be on TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook's Messenger, or let's say Snapchat, we will be there for our small business owners. And for us as a team, it is key to keep track of our watch time retention data, just so we can make sure that we can improve our production focus. Because the main thing is that we produce the show for our audience, and it's so important for us as a team that we can offer relevant advice to them every single day that we are live. For example, we can direct our experts to move on when we're live if we know that a speaker previously had, for example, 20 people tune off just because they start talking about a certain topic. And when we're speaking about topics, based on hot topics, we can also direct our experts to cover certain messages on the show. For when, example, announcement from the government have been made. And also from each live show, we create short clips that we use on social media, and different platform requires different lengths. So what we do is that we guide our experts to answer certain questions under 60 seconds, and that we use for Instagram. And we also ask them to expand on certain answers for, over example, 3 minutes, that we can use on both Facebook and on LinkedIn. And as the experts, we will continue to transform and always continue to tweak and test new formats on an ongoing basis, so that we can always be there for our business owners. And as we today have celebrated our 70th show, we are really, really excited about the future of Ask the Expert.
So what's the future of RCX?
Thank you. Just 12 minutes has passed. 5 minutes to go.
Okay. So what's the future of RC Expert? Well, with our experts, we've got more great stories to tell. We've got more inspiration from big household expert names on the horizon. But we also still want to carry on giving opportunities to our handpicked experts, the ones we want to showcase, the ones we feel will inspire our customer base to do better, to grow, to succeed. We have our format, but we want to keep evolving the look and feel to keep it fresh. Basically, it will never turn into stale bread. Whether we become a cronut or a cream cheese salmon bagel with all the trimmings, it will always stay at the forefront of everything you would want to see from an Ask Me Anything style show. And we'll just keep pushing, and we'll never stop innovating. This has been an evolution to the 70th show, but I tell you what, here's a promise. This time next year, the show will be even bigger, even better and totally different to what you see today. To see our presentation out before the questions, here are some testimonials from some of our experts who've been on the show.
I've just had the most fantastic experience on RC Expert.
Just a quick note that the Ask the Expert production team with Intuit QuickBooks is absolutely phenomenal. Working with them has been such a pleasure. I was fortunate to be able to join and just wanted to say, keep it up.
Really just wanted to say what a pleasure it's been to be involved. Often these things get pulled together by people who don't get a lot of credit, but both Kwai and Ebba ran a heck of a show. Very smooth, very easy, very simple to be a part of.
I had the privilege to participate in Ask the Expert sessions for a few times now, and it has been a wonderful experience, mainly thanks to the wonderful team.
I've been invited on as an expert to answer questions live on air as business owners have them, and to be able to help small businesses in their path to making sure they can keep the lights on has been massively rewarding for me, and hopefully has helped these businesses stay alive. It's been great to be part of.
I have been participating in the Ask the Expert series, which has been amazing. There is nothing like working as a part of a team who are really purpose-driven.
What I absolutely loved about being part of the Intuit Ask the Expert was the variety of it. They had so many different experts to help people across all different aspects of the challenges that they would be facing. And the team that set it up, absolutely amazing.
It's been such a pleasure for me to work on the project Ask the Expert. The team behind it has been professional from the very beginning of it, and it's really been an insightful experience for me.
I wanted to pop on here and give my support and appreciation to Kwai and Iba and all the team at QuickBooks Inuit for pulling together so quickly such a fantastic and so valued resource over the past few months called Ask the Expert.
Ask the Expert has been brilliant, actually, not only from watching it point of view, because I've watched quite a number of them and picked up stuff about accounting, about marketing, about networking, picked up loads of really useful tips from because the experts have been really varied, it's been really good. But also it's been great working with the team because they're really fun and it's really nice to work with them all.
Behind the scenes team, fantastic, made me feel so comfortable. They definitely got my vote.
Judges, I want to thank you for your time. I welcome any questions from any of you or my peers. Jax Nelson and Tim Massey should be unmuted, so they're also available to take questions from a customer service or PR perspective accordingly, respectively. Thank you.
Hi guys, thanks for, I'd say presentation, but it wasn't a presentation in the traditional sense. Obviously, this category is about the online user experience. So what I'd like to know is how the Ask the Expert project has impacted your conversion online, if at all.
So certainly, I'll take that question. Certainly, the whole crux of the show is to actually be where the people are going to be. So this was as much about driving traffic to our sites. Indeed, we grew our groups, our community sizes by 300% on Facebook. But we also wanted to be where our customer base was going to be. In every episode, each of our experts does actually state to actually go to our website. We have a link back to it as well on every single episode from number 1 to number 70. And we do have a dedicated COVID-19 microsite from the homepage of our website. And that is also mentioned at the beginning and at the very end of every single Ask the Expert show.
Thank you.
Hi guys, great presentation. I was just wondering, it's kind of connected, I think, to Rachel's question, which is whether you've been able to see any other sort of behaviours from customers shift as a response to this. I think that, you know, the question here is obviously you've only had this up and running for a very short period of time. It was put in place very quickly. Just wondering if you're seeing any behaviours, whether it's retention or anything else changing amongst your customer base.
Sure. So certainly, I'll take that one again. So certainly, before COVID-19 hit, our average retention time for, say, a YouTube video was well under 30 seconds. And certainly with this program, we've seen audience retention average over 5 minutes. Generally is around the 5-minute, 20-second mark. But for some speakers, that goes all the way up to 10 minutes. So you've got somebody like Carl Reader or Ariona, they hit that 12, 13-minute average retention time. So we've also seen on Facebook, you know, again, when we put paid media on that channel, you tend to see average watch retention time of well under 10 seconds. It doesn't matter how little or how much money we put on it. And with RC Expert, we found that although we still get a big chunk of people under 10 seconds, our average is well over a minute, which is very good for Intuit. And we see that the conversion from somebody who just tunes in as an impression and actually converts to a kind of a good quality view of over 10 seconds is well over 30%. So for us, we can see the proof in the pudding, and there's certainly investment from the business that is likely to go ahead as a result of that. And of course, with paid media, we'll be able to get additional information for things like getting traffic and conversion back to our website.
Sorry, just in follow-up to that, have you been able to see how that has converted from a business perspective in your core subscription business on QuickBooks?
So for us, it's early days. It's the way we track our conversions. We don't have any direct links or referral links from inside the videos that you see live. But we wanted to kind of create a concept where we could see that this would actually develop into something more in the future. And to be able to get that investment, there is money at Intuit to back things like Ask the Expert, if we can prove with data that the audience is there and willing to watch. And certainly, I think I can attest to a lot of our speakers. They've gained a lot of new clients off the back of RC Expert. So, you know, anecdotally, I would think that if our speakers were picking up clients, that along the way, with over 1 million organic views, we probably have too.
Thanks, Clyde.
Thank you. Any other questions?
My question would be, are you focusing on your website or more on Facebook, on the social media channels?
This is definitely a focus on social media channels, but it kind of reaches far beyond social media, which is why we extended our on-demand to all podcast platforms, including Google Play, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. So we distribute across 9 different podcast platforms, but we are also looking to explore to more platforms so that we can widen our base, as I said earlier, so basically wherever our customers are going to be. There's one thing about kind of bringing people onto our website and clicking through. So many of our customers do that routinely, and many people know who QuickBooks are, especially small business owners. So a lot of the awareness is already there. We're on television every week. We advertise a lot online in digital and display and on social. So this for us was a program that was a social first kind of program, a socially led program. But those things will link up more seamlessly as time goes on. But as you can imagine, there's a lot of work in producing a daily show, but it's definitely something we're working on in the background.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Anyone has any additional questions? Okay, then we are good. Thank you very much for the